Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks in tables end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Flush to his right. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Waddle now to return it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On the set.
Tua to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Open man down the field is Henry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On the give, this is Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Volk. And the lead is now 2. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive side of the ball.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but he'll leave it with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. Hard throw, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Miami set to take over. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this out past the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, the quick slant caught. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Full connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England's offense set to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing, Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second down and 3. Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On third down, here's Harris. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Folks' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Here's another carry for Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Folks' kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 6. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Tua to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over at that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down and 2 installed.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One more time with Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
Patriots 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
To throw is Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. And he finds Parker here, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.